welcome. Long time no see. Well, not really. I've seen you a couple of days ago. I think I've seen you this week on Wednesday. I had a live stream about going to Universal Studios, and I took my girls to swim in the pool and the resort. It was a really nice week, and the weekend was great. Today is Father's Day, June 16th. It's 7:20. I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, I supposed to start at 7:15. I was cooking dinner for my dad. His favorite potatoes with mushrooms and with chicken. He loves the stew, and I was cooking dinner for him. I fed my kids. And I took them to Target because they needed little things at Target. My kids follow like some famous people on Instagram. And there was an ad where you can buy candy coming out by some kind of person on Instagram, and they wanted to go to Target to hunt for this particular candy. So I took them. We had a really good Father's Day weekend. I wanted to share that we just try to be as a family, just to spend as much time. I was trying to say that Father's Day is special for me. I hope you can hear me well. If you're there, just drop me a line if the sound is good, if you can hear me well, if I don't scream too much. So Father's Day is as important to me as Mother's Day. I know my kids make little gifts for my husband. I already bought him gifts a couple of weeks ago because I was shopping, and I just didn't want to wait, and I just gave him the gift so he can use it before Father's Day. But I bought something for my husband, and today I bought something for my dad too, and I cooked him nice dinner. So Father's Day is important to me because I wanted to brag a little bit that I'm very blessed with the fathers in my life. I'm very blessed that my dad lives with me and helps me raise my family, helps me with my daughters, that they had great connection, great relationship with their grandpa. And my dad was really good as a father. He did what he's supposed to do. He was protective of us. He made sure we were safe, we were going to good school. He made sure he got us nice apartment when he worked hard, and the government was giving apartments back in Soviet Union. So when his family was growing from 1 kid to 2 kids, he got a bigger apartment. When I was born, I was the 3rd child in the family, so my dad got a bigger apartment with two bedrooms and 1 living room. So we called it 3-room apartment back then. So my dad provided for the family. My dad didn't drink. He didn't have very bad habits that put our family to misery. He was very good dad. He was responsible. He was good to my mom, and especially what I want to remember about my dad, that how he took care of my mom when my mom was sick. And it's very touching and very special. And in my eyes, back in the day when I was 24 and my mom was on her deathbed, my dad was there next to me. And for me, it was showing that he was a real companion, real soulmate. He was there in sickness and in health, and he was there till death do I part. So my dad was, besides being a great dad raising 3 daughters, he was there for my mom till the death them part. So I wanted to say that because it's very special holiday. Father's Day is, I think, is important as Mother's Day, because both parents are important for kids. And I think fathers play a great role, especially if you have daughters. Daughters really build their relationship with the fathers. I believe it make them be very self-confident. And now I'm going to talk a little bit of my husband. Is a great father. My husband is a father of 4, and he's a father to my 2 girls, and he's a father to a girl and a boy from his first marriage. And he's a great dad too, because all of his children are healthy and successful and happy in life. I hope so. So, and he's there for my girls, and that's important. That what I value in my husband as a father is like for the important time in the life of my girls, he's there. He's spending quality time with them. he is teaching them. He's, you know, he's there to show them right from wrong. So he's present, and he takes a big, huge part in their life, and they have great relationship. They adore their dad. They love him. So I'm just sharing that I'm really, really, really happy with life, that my life has really good, really best fathers I could wish for my kids and for myself. Okay, enough about the Father's Day. So what else I wanted to talk about? See, this is the shirt I bought a couple of weeks ago, and I love that color. I think this color makes, you know, me glow. I like it. It's very bright. It's summery, and today I'm gonna show you my my outfit, because I'm wearing white shorts with this shirt. Let me go a little back, and you can see my white shorts and how this shirt complement the white shorts. And I feel great. I feel very feminine. I feel very summery and stuff. So what I was trying to talk to you about. Okay, what we were trying to talk to you. Okay, that was the name of the stream was my weight loss program. But before I get to that, I'm gonna just heat it up and wait how many viewers I'm gonna get, because I'm doing that vertical stream. A vertical stream usually attracts more viewers, and I need to try everything on my YouTube to get a little growth, to progress, to get more viewers, because I try to put my shorts, my videos, and my live stream pretty much every few days, and sometimes I don't see a lot of views, but I don't want to get discouraged. You know, I enjoy the process of YouTube. I enjoy of creating, like the process of creating, and I enjoy just doing something that has some meaning to me, and it's meaningful, and I spend time and I spend an effort, and it's already very rewarding experience for me. But if I have views, if I have new people coming and watching me, if I have new people stopping by and say hi, it's even more rewarding for my live stream. Leland Clutter, hi. Leland Clutter, welcome. Hi, welcome to my live stream. Kate B. I live in sunny Florida, Central Florida. If you're first time to my channel, welcome. I live in Central Florida, in Orlando area. I work for the big university. You're so pretty. Thank you so much. That's very kind to say that. And yesterday, as a part of our family, you know, of our family outing, we went to watch a movie, Inside Out 2. And it's Disney Pixar movie. This weekend is a premiere. This weekend, this movie just came out, and we were looking forward. Leland Clutter. Oh, why it's a sad emoji? Please don't be sad. Be happy. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. So yesterday we went to watch the Inside Out 2 movie, and let me tell you, it's a must-see movie. It's a must-see family movie. If your kids are like going through puberty, or if your kids, I would say, like a preteens, it's a very appropriate movie for them to see. Jeleni Zayas, hi. Jeleni Zayas, welcome. What? Hello. So the movie is called Inside Out 2. Hi, Karen Polomuni. Hi, Karen. I'm Kate. Nice to meet you. I don't know who's Karen. Maybe you know some viewers whose name is Karen, but hi, Karen. My mom looks like you. Oh, that's cute. Thank you. Let's look. That's good. Like, you can see some features of their mom. Anyways, we were looking forward to seeing this movie as a family, so we went yesterday. And if your kids are preteens or even they're teenagers, that's a great movie to take them and to understand what the teenagers are going through, and all spectrum of emotions the teenagers go into, what emotions get suppressed and what emotions come to the stage in this interesting age. So I highly recommend to watch, and it's, of course, it's not a paid partnership. I wish Disney paid me a paid partnership to promote this movie, but I'm sure it's gonna make $1 million regardless. So when I like something, when I go somewhere, I can recommend something I really enjoyed from the bottom of my heart. So I don't need to be paid for that. I'm just speaking from my heart. My mom is so funny. She's using soap and then using water, but she's actually using water because I put water in the soap bottle. Ah, you trick your mom. Yeah, you play prank on your mom. That's funny. I love you. I love you too. Okay, so Inside Out. I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be a spoiler alert. I'm just gonna point a few things out that I wish I knew when I was a teenager. So when I was growing up, we didn't talk a lot about psychology. We didn't talk a lot about emotions. We were not very close to our parents. My parents' style were more authoritative than now. We are more like, we are not friends to our kids. Well, we're not friends, but we're responsible for our kids, but we respect them and we talk to them in a respectful way. We have open channels of communication. We love our kids. We are proud of them, and we have all our hearts and doors open for them to come and talk to us about anything and everything in life. So we're there to guide them. We're there to support them. We're there to provide for them. We're there to give them a great environment and have a great, healthy and loving environment at home, so they grow, they grow self-confident, they grow happy, they grow comfortable, they grow healthy. And our kids live very privileged life. So we didn't have that. So nobody back in the day explained us about our emotions, about what teenagers go through. Now all this knowledge is there. Just don't be, just don't be discouraged. Every time you can read about something, you can get more knowledge about the problem you're facing. Just be open, find people you can trust, find your adults, find your parents. You can always, find information about what you're going through as a teenager, why your body and your mind are changing, why you have certain range of emotions. And again, I'm speaking from the heart. I really, really enjoyed that movie because in the movie they illustrated emotions like in a very good way, to be simple, in a very simplified way to understand, to visualize how your brain works. So I'm going to tell her that it is water. Yeah, tell her. Don't play pranks on your mom. I don't like pranks. Sometimes they're so silly. I try to laugh, but bonsoir. Welcome, Sal. Welcome to my live stream. My mom said that was so funny, but she's kind of mad because, yeah, sometimes I get mad with the pranks. When people get an unpleasant surprise, they can be a little mad. Don't worry about it. So, because now she has a washroom all over again. Okay. So the movie Inside Out, they had basic emotions, anger. Remember, I'll remind you a little bit about Inside Out movie. So it was basic anger, joy, and it was sadness, and it was what else? Fear. So all these were basic emotions. When a child grows, the emotion range grows, and there were more emotions added to this Inside Out 2 movie. So if you haven't watched it yet, just go and watch it, because it's a lot of good feelings after this movie. It's a lot of things you can understand about how everybody's brain pretty much work, why we have anxiety. That's a new emotion, anxiety. And it's another ennui, that's a French word for boredom. So there is another emotion. It's very funny how they illustrate those emotions in the movie. Again, Inside Out 2. Thank you for my viewers. I have 89 viewers. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm Kate B. I'm from Central Florida, and I'm going to talk a little bit about things, about life. So, and what I like about it, that when a kid is growing, the emotions get more complicated. And what is the moral of the movie? That we have to accept our kids, and we have to accept ourselves, and we have to embrace the full range of emotions we have, and we shouldn't be scared of those emotions, and it's so normal. And all the emotions we have, very valid. So the Inside Out 2, if you haven't watched it, it is a fun movie that illustrates what kids going through puberty. Even if you're preteen, it's totally okay to watch, to know what expects you in the puberty age. And it's, of course, and it's a nice animation, and it's Disney Pixar. It's very, very detail oriented, very great art. Amazing movie. We were so full of joy after watching it. We laughed, and we felt like it was a great family movie. But again, so anxiety, it was funny because how they showed the anxiety is like 100% me. I told you before in my previous live stream that I'm very, very anxious person. I'm like I have all this risky scenario in my head, and they showed it, they illustrated. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You still need to go and see Inside Out too. But they had boredom, which is like for teenagers, of course, they're bored. So I learned the word. My daughter actually explained to me that this is a French word that means boredom. And the French word is ennui, 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 ennui. E-U-N-I-W-E-E-N-W-E, you know, very interesting French word. And the fourth emotion was embarrassment. Of course, teenagers, you know, that's an extra emotion for them. And the fifth emotion was jealousy. And it was so funny because I'm not a teenager. I'm far away from a teenager, but sometimes I feel like a teenager, and I do have all this range of emotions and jealousy too. And it's funny how they illustrated jealousy. So I highly recommend that movie. And if you're going through emotions right now, whatever it is, fear, anxiety, joy, just know, like, every emotion you experience it's valid, you know, like, don't be afraid that you have it. The life is more about coping and balancing those emotions in different situations and building the correct connections in your brain, building experiences and learning from your mistakes. So, and it's all right. The emotions help us through this life experiences, and the emotions help us understand ourselves better. And at the end of the day, just be yourself, and whatever you experience is totally normal. If you're watching this video and you're really bored, like you're watching this live stream and you're really bored, just scroll, just go do something else. I'm not going to be offended. If you're very angry with something, just try to balance it out, try to find a way to move on, and, you know, like, let yourself be angry just for the moment, and then, you know, try to compensate with some other emotions. And the same with anxiety. Anxiety, if it's getting too bad and if you're having panic attacks, you might need to, you know, find help, and you might need to tell your parents what you're going through. But anxiety also, like valid emotion, just try to balance it out. Just try to curb it with different coping tools. Okay, enough about Inside Out movie. Okay, it's been 18 minutes and I have 95 viewers. Are you ready for my very big secret? Are you ready for the great big secret about my weight loss? Okay, so before I go to my secrets, I have to give you a little bit of narration and a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of my personal story, because I believe that every experience, every decision you make in your life, it somewhat lies on some kind of like stories or facts about your family, or it lies on something that happened to you before. So as much as I don't like to talk about personal illnesses or personal health, I kind of think it's very controversial to bring up some of your health issues in public, in media, like on YouTube media and your channel. And when I started my channel, I wanted to promote the healthy lifestyle. I wanted to promote, you know, healthy habits. I wanted to promote, and I wanted to be a good role model. I wanted to promote like healthy, you know, eating habits, healthy exercising habits. And I wanted to promote some kind of balance in life when, you know, you have a balance between, you know, family time, personal time, work time. So I'm all about healthy lifestyle. And when I watch videos when people talking about health issues, I kind of get a little, empathetic and upset, because sometimes people are willing to share too much, but I always couldn't understand when people share too much about their health. Is it because of the content, because they're making a content? Is this information truthful, or is this information kind of like over the top, just to manipulate people into maybe into help, or manipulate people into being empathetic, trying to help? So I kind of, when I started my channel, I kind of didn't think that I'm going to tell you anything about my health, or like even health issues, because it's kind of like I want to keep it private, and not even about my kids' conditions, or my dad's condition, or my family condition, because like those things shouldn't be on public, just because of the special HIPAA laws. Like, people are protected with all kinds of civil laws here in the United States. So you don't want to talk about somebody's conditions without their consent. You don't want to tell somebody's story without their consent. But this day on YouTube, people are free. They choose their topics, and they choose what they want to talk about. And it's okay. It's not my place to judge what other people do, but I judge myself. And so my principles were not to share too much about my health, my personal health. But I'm only a human, and I'm a 47-year woman who goes through perimenopause, who goes through different phases of life. I have growing children who might go through, psychological changes and, body changes too. And that's all normal. That's natural. And finally, when I'm a vlogger, I decide how much I want to be open with you guys, like with my viewers, and with this big, huge public environment in virtual world, and how much I want to keep to myself, just to protect my privacy, to feel a little safer in this, crazy YouTube space. So without going into too many details about like health issues, and I touch some topics, when you talk about your family, when you talk where you grew up, when you talk where your parents now, of course the topic of the health just pops up organically. Like, you just tell people, my mom passed away at 59. It's too early for this country. The life expectancy is way more than 59. So people would question you, oh, your mom passed away, why? And I would always tell, yeah, my mom had a heart condition. My mom had really bad cardiovascular issues. And my mom passed away at the age of 59 because she had a very massive heart attack. And unfortunately, the medical care was really poor where we're from in Eastern Europe. So, and I already talked about it, because, I can't change the fact. And I didn't, when my mom passed away, I was 24. And back in the day, I didn't have much time to grieve. But finally, almost 24 years down the road, those wounds are finally healing, and there are a little bit of, you're still going through grief, but it's not as sharp as it was back then. So you can kind of openly talk about it, and it's a part of therapy. It's a part of grief process too. And I believe that I don't share too much details about her personal life, her personal health, but of course I'm sharing something that might be important for people to discuss. I'm sharing about how to minimize the risk of those diseases, how to take better care of yourself, how to beat the odds of genetics. And that's why I'm here today with you, sharing my story, my personal journey of weight loss. So yes, weight loss journey. Everybody loves to watch those videos about weight loss. And don't take it wrong. It's even if anybody, or even if I'm myself saying, oh yeah, it's a good topic to hype about. Yes, it's very good topic to hype about. And if you have a story, just go there and tell your story. Don't worry about like being judged, or she's hyping, she's making money of it. Yes, why not? YouTube gave you this platform to express yourself. YouTube gave you this platform. There are some boundaries, like what can be monetized, what cannot be monetized, and stuff like that. So if you don't cross those lines. If you're okay with certain, content and topics, just go ahead and discuss it openly, and your viewer's gonna find you, and your support is gonna find you, and your hate is gonna find you too. It's just the way you deal with all the categories of people who have an entitled to their own opinions, and it's just the way how to react to those opinions, and whether you agree, whether you not agree, just remain like, keep your grounds, and remain an independent adult with the freedom of speech, and just try to be polite and nice, and just try to agree to disagree. There is this weird expression, I never had totally understood it. Just agree to disagree. I think this way of communication should be respectful to both parties. If you have totally different opinion from what I'm going to tell you in my story, it's fine too, because people have different experiences, people have different triggers, people have different reactions, and everybody's body health situation is very, very unique. Like, none of us are like genetically the same, unless we are born unless we're those twins who were born like unless we're identical twins. We're all so different. So my story, my situation might not be even like 10% of your situation. So, and this live stream, I chose to start discussing my weight loss journey with you in my live stream, because I believe that live stream is more emotional, more sincere, and live stream cannot be filtered when you just write down a video. You can cut, and you can kind of like point some things you didn't really like about yourself, or you didn't like telling, and then you kind of like take it back. So I think stream is more sincere, and stream is more like, in a live stream, you're more open-hearted. You more feel like you're pouring your heart out without filters, without editing, without like cutting the moments. You might be like very true to yourself, and your viewers gonna see how you react to certain things. But okay, enough of philosophy. Sorry if it might sound a little like too philosophical to you. I just like to explain why I'm here and why I'm telling my story. Okay. So let's start from the moment we are born. We all born with a certain amount of, like, I stole it from the vlogger I watch, and she explained to it, everybody is born with a fair share of a grief pot. Like, we all have a little grief pot where through the life we're gonna have situations where we're gonna be sad, we're gonna be grieving, where we're gonna be like miserable, we're gonna be upset, we're gonna be sick or something. So everybody has this little pot of grief we were born with. So and we never know when the time of grief comes, whether it comes like all at once or it's gonna spread through the life. We never know that, but everybody have their fair share of grief. So in generally, I always considered myself very happy, very lucky, because I grew up with two parents. We grew up in a very modest environment in a very poor Soviet country back in the day. We were zombied without like freedom of speech. We were zombied by communist agenda. But it's all relative. It's all relative. Like, we had our family and we had our unit where our parents were good to us. They provided for us. They made sure that we, don't die of diseases. We stay pretty much safe. We go to good schools and stuff like that. So our little community of like family, it was there. But about the pot of grief. So one of the things I couldn't change being an adult is my genetics. And my mom passed away when she was 59. My mother's mom, so my grandma passed away when she was 59. So it looks like some of the conditions that my mom had is genetic, and it's inherited. And unfortunately, all three of girls in my mom's had 3 girls, my 2 sisters and I. Unfortunately, we all have high risk of cardiovascular diseases through the life. And when we grown up, we were very healthy, but with age, things started to show up. So, all 3 of my sisters at some point in life, we struggled with extra weight. You know, and it's no surprise to anybody that United States is a country with 42% or more obese people, or overweight and obese people. So, you know, being in the United States for the last 18 years, I tried my best because, you know, genetics, here you go. It's your part of grief, you know, genetics, certain diseases, you inherited it. But you know, it's just increase your risk. It doesn't guarantee you're going to get it right away. So how you prevent those bad things of happening to you? Of course, they tell you go to a doctor, you rely on the best medical care in the whole wide world. I truly believe that the United States, and you can argue with me, the United States, the medical care is screwed up with insurances and stuff like that, and it's expensive and blah blah blah, but it's the best medical care in the world. And you can you know, argue with me, but I still believe we have the best medical care in the world in the United States. So living in this country, having this great life expectancy in like average, but having this bad things like that, you know, that a lot of people are overweight or obese, right? So those effects, and those effects, unfortunately, I cannot change, right? Having this genetic chance to be really sick, you know, and die young. You know, it's just a risk, it's there. So it's very objective factor, and I cannot change it. But there are certain things in my lifestyle I can really change to beat the odds, of the women in my family. And kudos to my sister, my oldest sister. She's 63. She lives in Germany. Again, I hope she has very good medical care, but she takes good care of herself through the years. She's 63. So at this point, we can say that the bad streak of unfortunate events and risks of dying young getting a little lower for our family, for the girls in our family. But nevertheless, there are certain things we should do in life to prevent those cardiovascular diseases. It's healthy lifestyle, it's going to the doctor, monitoring your blood, you know, pressure, monitoring your weight, monitoring your cholesterol levels and stuff like that. So annual visits to the doctor. But through the year, it's not just annual visits to the doctor. You know all this information. Nothing new I'm going to tell you today. I promise, nothing new. I'm just telling my personal story. And of course, my decisions and everything are based on my personal knowledge that I educated myself and I talked to my doctor and stuff like that. So I struggle with extra weight, and I struggled with extra weight after my second child was born. Up to when my first child was born, I was 32, and up to that point, I was really healthy. I took care of myself, and before I came to the United States, I made sure I kept my weight in a certain way, because I always knew that people who immigrate to the United States, with the environment, with the food industry and stuff, some people gain a lot of weight. So I kind of tried to prevent it. So before I came to the United States, I was even a little bit underweight. And when I came to the United States and I went to monitor my weight and I went to exercise, I was told that I was a little bit underweight, but it's not because I was too skinny. You know, all my life people called me chubby. You know, back where I'm from, if you're not 45 kilos, which is like 90 pounds, they consider you chubby and fat. You know, everybody had to be skinny back in the day. So they always called me fat, you know, even with the size 2 clothes back in the day, like during my teenage years, I was always fat. So I could live with that. You know, people were not nice back in the day. They mock each other. They tell you, they were bluntly telling, they're rude, you know, they bluntly tell you like when you're fat or you're not fat. So people always were in somebody's business and judging, and you know, that was just an environment that was given. I couldn't change it. Even my mom, my own mom had some comments about my appearance. So I was always self-cautious, and I always like was having all these insecurities in me, but that's okay. That's okay. I was healthy. I had healthy weight. I was pregnant at 32. I had healthy weight. I didn't gain a lot of weight. I was super healthy. I had a healthy baby and everything. And after my pregnancy, I didn't gain much. You know, I was able to maintain healthy weight, and I was able to, you know, breastfeed my child. I was very lucky not to have postpartum depression. So my health was really, really good. Well, another story, when I had a baby at 37, you know, my body was changing. You know, there was a lot more pressures on me. I had a full-time job. I had to take only like 3 months for the, how you call it, maternity leave. So life was kind of busy and stressful. So of course I had a lot of stress when I had my second child, and I gained a lot more weight. And at that point, I was already 37, turning 38, 39. I was closer to my 40s. Of course, my body was changing too, with the hormones, with the stress, with the busy lifestyle. And what I'm trying to say, I just didn't notice how I put 20 extra pounds, you know, in like 2 or 3 years. So I started to be very unhealthy, and I started to be I started to be very depressed. I didn't like my appearance. I was stressing out about every little thing I ate. I was still trying to exercise, and I tried to walk, and I went to Zumba class, but it wasn't as much as I used to exercise with one kid or before I had kids. You know, I used to take all kinds of classes: cycling class, Zumba class, step aerobics class. I always took classes since I remember myself, and we called it shaping club back in the day when I was 18, 19, and the first shaping club started to open up in Eastern Europe, in Moldova, where I'm from. I always went there. I always exercised. I always, you know, even at 110 pounds, I considered myself very fat, you know. 110 pounds, if you don't know what a pound, it's 450 grams, so I will say both kilograms and pounds. So even at 52 kilos, which is 110 pounds, 55, 52, 55, I consider myself really, really fat, you know. So with my second child, yes, it was about 2018, 2019, when I started to go to my doctor, and the doctor would tell me, hey, listen, this weight is not very healthy for you. Your BMI through the roof. Your labs are not really good. Like, we need to work more on your weight loss, you know. And it wasn't anything wrong with me. It's more like the lifestyle, you know. You have lack of sleep, you know, stress, and you know, all these things. You know, you can't just say my weight is bad and my weight is bad. There are like real factors that there are real facts in your life that contribute to the weight gain. So whether people eat unhealthy food, but on top of unhealthy food is just first step. Second step is like you're stressing. So a third step, you're not sleeping well, and you know, you have lots of cortisol in your system. Cortisol is a hormone of stress, and it doesn't help, you know, doesn't help to lose weight or maintain healthy weight. Or you stress out, and the only thing, like you know, eating disorders, you find yourself eating something that brings you joy because it's the only way you can experience joy. So it's like addictions to sugars, you know. It's all kind of stuff that contributes to your weight gain. So by the time like 2018, and on the other hand, my husband was building a career. When we had these 2 kids, he was working, and nowadays he works like 5 times as much he worked back then. Maybe like he has a lot more responsibilities. He grew up his career from the very start, from the very beginning. But he was stressed too. But you know, he didn't have babies, so his weight was coming from some other, you know, factors. And at some point, I remember that I invited my husband to play tennis. Somebody from work told me that there is this tennis club and they get together on the evenings of like certain days of the week. And I said, oh, my husband likes to play tennis. He'd love to come and play tennis. So I brought him to tennis, and he always tells me he's so thankful that I dragged him to that group. Like we went like as a family just to get the child run around the park. And he went to play tennis with this group. And since then, he started to take such a great, amazing care of himself. So my husband lost like 30 pounds after we got married, right? We got married in 2008. And he lost like 30 pounds in, like, let's say in the like fifth year of marriage or something, fifth or sixth year of marriage. Like, anyways, he lost a lot of weight because he was playing tennis, he was eating great, he minimized, like he tried to minimize his stress level. He's still stressed a lot, but he was very disciplined about what he eats. He was very disciplined about his tennis. And I was complaining because I'm like, dude, he said, yeah, you have your Zumba, you have your cycling class, I need something too. So we were like, both trying to exercise when we could, like when the time permits. And of course, when you have a second child, you feel like it's a lot more responsibility. My dad came to help me, and after the second child, I gained about 20 pounds, and I felt so bad having all this weight. I didn't like how I looked. I had lots of insecurities. I was upset with myself. I was angry. I didn't like myself. And, I found a lot of comforts in food and stuff like that. And my doctor would just tell me, hey, listen, do this and that. And of course, we know all the knowledge is there, calories in, calories out, don't eat sugars, don't do this, don't do that, move around, buy the Fitbit. So I bought my first Fitbit when I was, when I was overweight. Yeah, when I was in 2018, when I realized that my weight was more than my husband's weight. And how would you feel? Like, how would you feel? I just don't know. Like, personally, I felt bad because he's a masculine man. He is a man, and he takes care of himself. And all of a sudden, I stood up on the weight and I realized that I'm weighing more than my husband. And that was my turning point, like 2019, like let's say it was the end of 2019. So 2019, I started to really, thinking like, that's it. It's my turning point. I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to have high risk of cardiovascular diseases. I need to do something. And, the knowledge is there. The knowledge is there. It's nothing new I'm going to tell you today. Maybe, because I told it to our friend yesterday. She had no clue this thing exists, what I'm going to talk about today. She had no clue. Or maybe she played like dumb. I don't know. She's very modern. She's very outgoing. She's very educated, and I was surprised she didn't know my secret, I was surprised that she acted like she first time hears about it. So wait, watch my stream. I'm still gonna talk about it. It's only 42 minutes and 104 viewers. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope you can hear me well. I hope you're interested in my story of weight loss. I'm not quite there yet in my in my perfect weight, but I'm on the way. And all it matters, you put the effort and you're in process. You're doing certain things and you're optimistic. You just work on your better habits. And here I am, like you can see me. Yes, I have makeup. I have a little bit of filters on my phone, but you can see me at 47. But it's not only how I look, it's how I feel what matters. It's how I change my mindset, how I see life. It's psychologically so free, and it's so nice to reach your goals like you set in your weight loss journey. So it's just an amazing feeling. It's like you feel as accomplished as you get your education or you have your kids. You feel so accomplished that you can't just stop and just say, okay, I don't have motivation anymore. No, you have motivation seeing the results. So anyways, when I realized that, you know, like that's the point, that's the aha moment when you need to do something. So I still went to my Zumba class. I dragged myself, you know, even if I thought like 2019, 2020, in the beginning of the year, we still went to Zumba class. It was only once a week, but I started to walk around the lake, and I started to walk around the neighborhood, counting my steps. I got this, you know, Fitbit, and I started to eat a little like better. I started to try to eat less sugars during the day, to snack less, and let me explain to you. In my house, we always have plenty of fruit, plenty of vegetables, plenty of salads, plenty of good lean meats. We eat fish. So to begin with, we never ate like too bad. We never ate too much frozen food. We never ate too much greasy food. We never ate like fried food. We never ate too much food we buy out. So when we go out, we go to very nice restaurants and we eat very delicate food that I cannot cook. So our mentality to begin with was healthy eating to begin with. So you know that the food is only a part of the equation. The food is only one part of the problem. Like for my husband, he is not a sweet tooth. He never touches sweets. None of the sweets. He never touches baked products. He never touches croissants. He never touches candy. He never touches any cookies. You know, he's just a person who doesn't have a sweet tooth. He doesn't care for this, you know, unhealthy sugary foods. But on the other hand, he likes his alcohol. So his extra calories come from his alcohol, but he's very moderate taking alcohol. He knows which wines like is good for his heart, and he likes his dry wines. So everybody has something, you know, everybody has something. Everybody has at some point, the not very healthy habit where the calories come in, they're sneaking in upon you without you thinking that you ate a lot. So to begin with, I cook every day. You might saw my cooking my shorts, my videos about my cooking. So I cook healthy food. I control what I put in my food. I cook with love, you know. I find that when I cook with love, the food is, you know, the cooking food for my family has a big, huge meaning of me decompressing after the hard day at work. It's like meditation. It's like it's a language of love when I cook good for my family. So food is just one part of equation. So another part of equation when I was overweight is, you know, some of my risk factors. So my mom and my sisters, we all have been overweight at some point. And my sister was able to lose like 27 or 30 pounds, which is like 15 or 18 kilos at a period of time at some point in her life, in her 40s, and I was very proud of her and stuff like that. But then she gained a little back. But now I'm not going to talk about my sister. I'm going to talk about myself. I was fat. Yes. And what I tried everything. I tried everything that's possible. And I was able to lose maybe 10 pounds. Yeah, I was able to lose 10 pounds. And then the COVID hit, you know. So when the COVID hit, I had that mentality. I already was losing some weight. So I already was on a good path. And when COVID hit, it was a good motivational point for me, because I thought, well, if COVID hits so bad for healthy people, if you have any conditions or you have anything wrong with your health, the COVID can hit you any harder. So I wanted to minimize my risk to get really sick from COVID. I was scared, and the fear motivated me to work on my habits, my healthy habits, while we were on lockdown. So again, I walked more. I started to live a little slower lifestyle. I kind of let the control go. So I went through therapy like in 2019. What helped about starting my weight loss journey, what helped is going to the therapist. And don't be embarrassed. You know, people go through different things in life, and it's always okay to seek for help. I have health insurance. I work hard to have this benefit at work. I work 40 hours per week. I work at the state university where they provide me a very good state health plan, and I don't pay too much for that. So I'm blessed to have this medical care, and I'm blessed to seek for medical care when I need it, and I use it. You know, I'm not just when I was overweight for a couple of years, I was ignoring the doctors just because I would get a bad news, and I would, you know, kind of don't like to go to the doctor. So at some point, I didn't go to the doctor for 2 years, and unfortunately, it was not a good move. So go to a doctor every year religiously. Check your blood pressure, check your vitals, check your weight, check your blood work. Don't be fooled. You know, if something going on, they're gonna be able to help you. No matter what insurance plan you have, there are good doctors there, and they know what they're doing, even if we think they don't know what they're doing. Just if they went to doctor school, it took enough time and money for them to study just to, you know, to have this doctor's license. So I trust doctors. Anyways, in 2020, it was like everybody was like stressing out, and that was magically it was a good year for me. In 2020, I was losing weight. I didn't lose it like just because, you know, I started to eat less. It was a complex of things, you know. I ate less. I started to slow down. I started to go to bed at 10:30 at a certain time. I made sure I had enough sleep. I had my Fitbit. I did 10,000 steps every day religiously. So I made an effort. I was never I never consider myself lazy bot. I'm always on the move. I'm not lazy bot. So I have this objective reasons that I couldn't lose weight, right? And I had the subjective reasons when I lost myself in not a good, like, stressful time of my life with 2 kids, with changing jobs, with not being happy at my job, you know, stuff like that. And that's where the weight came from, you know, and it creeps on you. It doesn't come overnight. You doesn't become overweight overnight. You become overweight over like a certain amount of time. And at first you don't notice it, but when you notice it, it might be too late, you know. So anyways, 2020 was a great year. Great, amazing year, because I really worked on myself. Like my mental, you know, like state was really good, because after the therapy, I knew what I need to work on. I curbed my anxiety. I kind of tried to let control go. It was a great year. 2020 was an amazing year. And we even traveled, you know, we even had COVID, but who cares, you know? Anyways, COVID taught me some lessons this year. COVID taught me some lessons. And after having COVID, you know, and after hitting me hard with the COVID, it was also a great lesson to learn how to react to being sick, and how to let your body heal, how to let your body, how not to be a hero, how not to, you know, tell, oh, I'm a mom, I have no time to lay down. Yes, you do. If you lay down and you rest, you'll take better care of your kids. And sometimes if I thought to myself I was a lazy bot and my kids don't have to eat, guess what? You have another 2 adults in your family, and they're perfectly fine to take care of your kids when you're sick, when you're off your feet, you know. And COVID taught me that, because before COVID, even if you have minor illness, you're on your feet and you don't let your body rest and do a job. So you put a lot of stress on yourself, but it's all in your head. When you fix something in your head, other things start to follow, and you look at things in more mature way, and more like in more healthy way. So COVID, after having COVID, I finally was at a lower weight, but I still, my BMI was still really high. But I thought to myself, okay, even if my BMI is a little too high, I'm that age, you know, I'm like 44, 45. I'm at that age, I'm 44, 45. I'm that age that, you know, my hormones start to be a little out of whack. I'm like this, you know, like I have other reasons to, you know, not to gain weight. And I had that mentality, not deprive myself from the foods I like, just minimize the portion, just don't eat that whole cookie, just have a bite and put it away, you know. And people bring always sweets to, it's the easiest way to bring sweets and bring desserts to work, to share. And of course, these unhealthy snacks are always there at work. And of course, I don't have a will to, you know, pass or say no to a donut. But I started to notice I'm not going to eat the whole donut. I say thank you. I cut a little, like, fourth of a donut. I put it, I take a bite, and I throw it away. Like, people are not going to be offended. Like, they're not going to, it's not their business what I do with the donut. I appreciate it, but I appreciate it at my own quantity, you know, so quantity. And I had that, I also started to use, I think 21, 22, I started to use this Noom application on my phone, and it's a paid application, you know, so when you pay for something, you kind of feel responsible to follow. But when I started to do Noom, I'm like, wow, they're telling me exactly the knowledge I know, but they're telling it in a more organized way in small portions. And all this knowledge that Noom gave me, I already knew that. I could do it with my own pen and paper. You know, sometimes they want to sell you this great application, but you can do it with a pen and paper, and all the knowledge is there without this program. So at some point I stopped paying them, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing Noom anymore. You know, it's just like I felt like the application called me accountable, because you have to finish those lessons at certain days, and you kind of, when you listen to something, it's like mantra, you know, it's like coaching, like coach is there. He's like in your interest, he's telling you information in these portions when you need it, you know, like when you go to bed, like your body as a whole, you know, all aspects of your life matter in the weight loss journey, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you that. So after COVID, it's been 4 years. 4 years after COVID. Here I am. So a couple of months ago, I am still weighing about 149, 150 pounds. 149, 150 pounds. I don't have my calculator to tell you, but in kilos, like if you're listening to me from Europe or Canada, you probably have kilos, don't have pounds, like the rest of the world have kilos. But for my, I'm 5'3". So I'm about 1 meter 59 centimeters. That's my weight. I was never tall. I was short. So when I gain weight, you can see it. And for the past 4 years, I had the same weight. I had 149, like I had from 146 to 150 pounds, right? And we're talking about losing 10 pounds. We're talking already about the weight that I lost within, let's say, a year and a half before COVID. Yeah. So we're already talking about those, you know, like lost weight, like going towards my, you know, healthy weight goal. It doesn't take overnight. It takes effort. It takes time. It takes, it takes hard work, you know. It's simple as that, and it takes time. Don't expect yourself, like, if you overweight 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds, don't expect it to go right away, like with the blink of an eye, you know. It's a hard work. It's sweat and tears, you know. Nobody gonna tell you it's gonna be easy. But anyways, my for the past 4 years, I've been maintaining this weight after I lost 10 pounds, but it's not enough, you know, it's not enough. And I always said to myself, well, I go on cruises, I overeat, I love my desserts, I know what I'm doing right, and I know right from wrong. I don't have a will to deprive myself from certain foods just because, you know, I want to be a happy person. I don't want to be like a dog barking on people, you know, when I don't have my you know, my little something with my tea. I don't drink any sodas, right? I rarely drink alcohol. Well, I do drink alcohol. I drink brut champagne, but I only drink brut champagne because it's the only champagne that has less sugar. I don't drink any, like once in a while I drink White Claw, which is 100 calories and it's sugar-free, but its sugars come through alcohol. And I do eat snacks. in moderation, you know, in moderation. So I just don't like that mentality. Like, I don't like diets. I don't like word diet. I don't like keto diet. I don't like all this kind of crazy diets when you don't take carbs, or you don't take, like, or you only eat fats. It doesn't work, you know. Let's be honest, it doesn't work, you know. Nothing works. Wow, it's been an hour. It's been an hour. You want to hear the secret? I have 106 viewers. Thank you. Give me likes. Write me a message. I don't see any comments. Are you still interested in my secret of weight loss? I'm there. It's my journey. It's not a destination yet. I haven't met my goals yet. I'm in this process, and I want you to, you know, support me. I want you to share your stories. I want you to get something, you know, something motivating out of this video. Anyways, 4 years. It's been 4 years. And I thought, you know, I'm doing okay, because in this 4 years, I don't gain weight. You know, I stay in the same weight for 4 years. And for me, it's already a win. You know, it's already a win. But my labs say different thing, you know. What? You can't argue with the science. You can't argue with your labs. You know, you can't argue with your doctor. And every time I go to my doctor, it's the same recommendation. You need to lose weight. Okay. You need to exercise more, calories in, calories out, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I'm dreading, this year I'm dreading to go to the doctor, you know, like I'm postponing it. I'm not going exactly on a year. I go like a year and 3 months, you know. So this year I make an appointment. Finally, I go to my family doctor. So, and I tell my doctor, hey, listen, do you know, like, they have this drug that the whole Hollywood takes, and everybody on Oscars and everything, and the media and the news, everywhere you open your phone, everywhere, like Instagram or YouTube. Do you know this you know, like, magic pill and this drug, which is called semaglutide? And my doctor say, yeah, I know. He says, of course I know. And I say, hey, listen, doc, can I have this drug? And he said, yes, but it's not covered by your insurance plan. I'm like, why? You know, I want to lose some weight. I want to try this, like, magic pill. My doctor is super conservative. Like, all these years, he's super conservative. And he said, okay, you can try. And I'm like going out there. I'm like, finally, I have a chance. I have a chance, you know. And here I am. It's been 1 month on the weight loss medication, which is called semaglutide, GLP-1 antagonist, semaglutide. It's not a paid promotion. I'm gonna show you the medication, but, you know, like, I don't want to put the brand name there, just because, you know, they don't pay me for that, and I don't want to promote anything, and I don't want you to think that it's a suggestion or I'm pushing medication or something. But I did my research. I made a very, very educated decision. I read a lot of information before I filled my prescription. You know, I educated myself on pros and cons. I listened to both sides of the story. I listened to very negative side effects. I listened to very negative findings. I listened to people who are against this drug. And again, it's semaglutide. It's a medicine that they use to treat diabetes, and they noticed that this medicine has a side effect of the weight loss, and it helped a lot of patients who have diabetes. It helped to lose weight and kind of like improve their the course of their disease. You can't cure diabetes, but at least you can control, you know, like something. And it was proven to help with the weight loss, and this medication was proven for some people to learn better eating habits. And it's as simple as science. The magic pill was found, and it's a matter of you and your doctor, and it's a matter of, you know, how serious you are about your, you know, weight loss journey, and how serious you are about your health, and how much effort you want to put into this special, you know, chance. I would say it is a special chance. It's a privilege to be able to use this medication, and it's not given, and it's not easy. And you know, I had huge controversy go in public about using this, you know, magic pill. But at the end of the day, I'm very proud that I'm not afraid to be disliked for something I'm doing for myself and for my health. I'm okay with sharing honest opinion. I'm okay with sharing all the negative side effects, and I'm okay to be truthful to myself, because, you know, talking about it helps me reflect on how I feel, and at the end of the day helps me to understand if I'm doing right thing for my health, and just gives me more comfort to maybe inspire other people not to be, how you say it, not to be desperate, not to be stressed, because life is full of other obligations, life is full of responsibilities, life is full of fun. But if you're not healthy, all these other things are worthless, you know. So the most important value should be your health, and if you're healthy, whatever it is, your weight or like your fighting conditions. Have you seen Princess Kate yesterday at the parade? I cried the whole day because this lady was beautiful. I believe it was Princess Kate during the parade yesterday in Great Britain. I believe she showed up there and she was there, and I believe she's struggling. But I also have optimism that she'll make it through, and I'm very proud of her. And when I'm making this parallel just because, you know, we're all fighting our own battles, we're all fighting over our own problems, and I want to express this optimism, you know, never lose hope. Science is not standing in one place. Science is moving forward towards like helping people with the diseases or conditions or even weight loss. So without further ado, I wanted to show you this wonderful meds I've been taking for a month. And so this is a box. It's a monthly supply. It has 4 injections. Each injection should be taken once a week. Then I do my own injections in my belly, not too close to my belly button, different places every week. And for the past 4 weeks, I was able to lose 10 pounds. It's 4.5 kilos. And this medications really do wonders to your weight loss. And it's also help you understand your eating habits. And why I say it does wonders, just because it's not only the medication that makes you less hungry, or you can't eat a lot of like different foods you ate before. It also helps you with other things. I think it's a good side effect. Like, let's say I've been sitting sometimes and just browsing and trying to buy something just to compensate, you know. So I loved shopping, but now I notice even if I'm browsing something, I don't have that urge to buy something, you know. I always kind of like, whatever, I have other things. I can still wear my other clothes. So it's amazing how a lot of people report this effect, that it helps with other addictions, you know. So here you go. I already did 4. It's been 4 weeks, so I'm done. Today's week 5. So today's week 5, so I'm starting new box. So I'm starting week 5. So in the past 4 weeks, it's been a little less than a month. Let's say 4 weeks without like 5 days of like to get to the month. So it's been yeah, it's been 28 days. In 28 days, I lost 10 solid pounds, which is amazing because it's not too much, and my skin is not drooping, my skin is not like sagging yet, but I feel great. I feel amazing. I have this, it's all, and I tell you, it's almost like miracle. So this week I got my medication filled, and I got a little higher dose. So the box is red now, like this box is green. You start with the lower dose, the box is green, and I got a new box, and it's like already pink. The dose is the main component of this medication is semaglutide. Yeah, it's called semaglutide injections, and I also have one injection per week that I'm gonna start today for my next month's weight loss. Hey guys, I don't hear. I have 75 viewers. Can you comment anything to let me know that the chat works and you can hear me well, and you listening to my story and my secret of taking this magic pill, so I can be as pretty as Christina Aguilera, who lost tons of weight. Christina Aguilera lost tons of weight on this medication. And J-Lo lost tons of weight of this medication. So I feel like a Hollywood star. And let me tell you, like losing 10 pounds bring me so much joy every day. My clothes fit so much better. I can feel that nothing is too tight anymore, and it gives you such a rewarding experience. It's almost like free dopamines, free dopamines, but they come from the sense of being light, not being hungry. It comes from this feeling of not eating just anything. It comes from the feeling that you want certain delicate foods and your portions are very small, and it's such a rewarding experience. So I'm starting semaglutide 0.5 milligrams. Yeah, let's open this injection. So this injection is like my green box is done. Can't dispose it in the regular trash. You have to bring it back to the pharmacy to get disposed. Okay. So don't throw it in the trash. Okay, push to open. Okay, open this box. So this is all the, this is the scale of all the, dosage. I'm on week 2, so I'm gonna get 0.5. So each automatic injector has 1 dose for 1 week. So this is the injector, and you have to store it in the fridge. So I'm very excited. And what I'm trying to see, what I'm seeing from other users. Hey, can you hear me? I have 94 viewers. Please let me know if you can hear me. Please drop me a line. Please write something in the chat so I know that you're listening to my story. 94 viewers. I'm so happy you came to listen to my story today, my weight loss journey. Please write me something. I'm still here. 10 people. Thank you for being with me. So why I'm opening up about my weight loss journey? Because I'm eager to answer any questions, even if you have questions that might make me uncomfortable. I'm willing to answer them. If you ask questions, I'm willing to answer questions about this particular medication, the side effects, and the feelings I personally experience. Everybody's experience is very unique. I want to pinpoint that people shouldn't be afraid of side effects if some other people experience them. And I'm a person who didn't take any medications up to this age of 47. I only took supplements, and I only took vitamins, and most of my life I only took medication when I was sick with the colds, or when I was sick with COVID, when I was sick during my pregnancy. I always was very conservative with medication, so my system wasn't, my body never was overpowered with any meds. I didn't take any meds for other conditions, mostly just like when I'm sick with colds and like viruses and stuff like that, over-the-counter meds. But I was very conservative about any kind of medication. But this weight loss journey, and I truly believe that the science is there for people to help them, to give them an extra tool, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, it's nothing to be embarrassed, and I don't need to justify to anybody why I chose this route, and I don't have to feel guilty about taking this medication, because I have I would say I still have side effects. Well, I didn't take any medications in the past, like for any chronic diseases or any conditions. I only took medications over the counter or whatever I can take for, you know, viruses. And my body was always very tolerant to any medication. My body didn't give any reactions. I didn't have any allergies. I didn't have any food allergies. I didn't have medication allergies. I didn't have any allergies for antibiotics. So my body was always reacting very good, taking meds, taking any type of, you know, prescriptions or like over-the-counter meds. For like acute conditions, for like season viruses and stuff like that. But now with this, because I did a lot of homework, hey, I have 10 viewers. Can you write me a little, you know, a little chat? Can you please tell me that you can hear me and if you're still listening to me and my story? It's been 1 hour, 16 minutes. I'm going to stay for another maybe 15 minutes. So, but in this case, since I read a lot of side effects and what people experience, and there were a lot of studies about side effects, and all the side effects are listed on the, you know, that's a huge instructions how to use this medication, and it's a lot of warnings, it's a lot of important information, how to store it and what side effects you can expect. So it's the most common side effects and what you should do if your side effects are really bad. Just go to emergency and stuff like that. So what I should say about my side effects, they are minor, you know, and I'm very fortunate. I don't want to promote and I'm not going to tell you, I'm not a doctor, I don't have any medical degrees. I'm not going to tell you there are no side effects, you know, I'm not going to tell you it's just a walk in the park, because it's not true. This medication does have side effects. For some people, they're minor. For some people, they're mild. For some people, they are more severe. It depends on your body, on your own health and stuff like that. For me, the first week, I didn't have any like very scary side effects. They were mild. I did have constipation for the first like 3 or 4 days. But it felt like a miracle. In the morning after my first injection, I woke up, I opened my eyes, and the first thought in my mind was, oh my gosh, I feel full. I don't feel like eating today, like at all, you know. And I remember I'm like, wow, I don't even want to drink my coffee today. I just want my tea with lemon or something, just, you know, just I was thirsty. But I didn't eat breakfast, and this was a great feeling that you don't think about food. You don't have all this noise in your head about food or snacks or coffee. And I work from home, so I chose to do my injections on Sunday night, so I don't want to ruin weekend if I might have like any side effects. So I chose to do it on Sunday night because on Mondays I work from home, so I don't want to go to work. and I don't need to drive, I don't need to be in the office. So I thought, if I have some side effects, at least I have my own toilet to run to, you know, whatever. Some people experience nausea, some people experience vomiting, some people experience diarrhea. So of course you want to be very careful to make plans when you start this medication, to make plans about traveling or about visiting or about going to work. So I work from home, so at least I thought I have my toilet right there, and I can, you know, if I experience some side effects. So first day was like nothing. I felt great. I felt amazing. I didn't have like the food, you know, like cravings or nothing. I was pretty much felt like fed all day long. On the day 3 or 4, I had started to have minor discomfort at my, you know, stomach. I kind of felt bloated. I ate very moderately for 3 days. Like, I ate very small portions. I drank a lot of water, and they tell you drink a lot of plenty of water. I drink like crazy now. You have to eat lots of protein, because along with the fat, you're losing some muscles too, and in order to lose less muscle weight, you have to eat a lot of protein. So I cook a lot of chicken. Like, it's chicken every day. I'm tired of chicken. And it's fish. It's red fish. It's like salmon, or it's white fish. We really love cod in my family. I cook lots of salads for my fiber intakes. And the portions, I eat probably 3 times smaller portions. Now I have 96 viewers. Can you please write me something in the chat? I want to see if the chat works. I want to see if you can hear me. Please write me something. I will really be grateful if you even write me a dot or an exclamation point, please. I have 10 viewers. Thank you. So it's amazing, you know. It's amazing feeling that you eat, you know, you eat very delicate foods. You don't crave sugars, you don't crave fried foods, you don't crave all this crappy and unhealthy foods. And you don't need to snack, you know. Instead of snack, you drink plenty of water. You have to eat about 30 grams of protein every day for my, you know, for my personal weight. It's about 100, like 30 grams of protein each meal. So in one day, you have to eat about 100 grams of protein. So I'm trying to eat a lot of protein. I bought yogurt. I bought Greek yogurt, like no sugar, nothing. And I eat a lot of chicken breasts, like chicken breast or chicken legs or whatever. I eat a lot of turkey. I make lots of meatballs with turkey, ground turkey and ground chicken. I also make fish at least 3 times a week. We eat fish. Yeah, I eat a lot of salads, vegetables, and my portions are 3 times smaller than I used to eat. So because of you eating better delicate foods and because of you eating your small portions, you lose weight. And this is true. This is like, this medication works. It sends the signals to your brain that you're full. It stabilizes your, you know, it stabilizes your glucose levels, and you feel amazing. And where I'm losing weight the most, like maybe by my, yeah, I'm usually very round and my face is like, but now I can see that I'm losing in my face too. But my, look, my what you call it, my chin, my double chin disappeared. Yeah, and my neck is skinnier, and I'm not afraid to show you my, like, the most I'm losing in inches is around my waistline. It's, can you hear me, guys? I even hear 84 people. I have 84 people. Like, the most lean place is my stomach area. Like here, I lost all my rolls, you know, like right here, from here. I can actually see that I'm about 1.5 inches small in my waistline. And of course, I'm losing some belly. I still have some, and I'm losing my fat in my thighs, and I'm losing my fat in my legs right here. And I can feel it. And I also have a measuring tape where I can measure. And I think in each leg I lost about half an inch, which is good. And about an inch I lost on my waistline. And I lost in my, I lost about 1.5 inch in my under breast line. So it works, and I can tell my arms getting smaller. I don't like when my skin starts to sag. It's sagging a little more, but I'm exercising and I'm using the dumbbells. So it's very important to exercise. So I'm using dumbbells not to have a lot of sagging in my skin. And again, I'm trying to lose weight gradually. What I like about this medication, that even if you upper the dose, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to lose a lot of pounds every day. It only guarantees you losing weight if you eat healthy and you exercise. Without these two components, this medication won't work. So it's still the motivation, it's still you have to put the effort, and it's still you have to work on your eating habits. The medication is helping you to make better choices in food, and medication kind of stimulates you to stay active, to exercise, because again, you kind of like it's common sense. If you're afraid to lose muscle mass, you don't want to lose it, because when you're old, you can, if you lose muscle mass, it can be devastating for your health. So in order not to lose muscle mass, you still have to exercise, even being on that medication. So this medication is magic only when you want to put the effort. Oh, and it says it clearly in the instruction. It's not that I came up with that. It's just, it's so important that people understand that even if it's a magic pill, it still requires very good discipline. It still requires an effort on your side to make better choices in food and exercise. Even if it's a magic pill, it doesn't work if you don't work. So I want everybody to be mindful, and I want everybody to know that if you choose to do that, make sure you don't just do it from the black market. Make sure you go to your doctor. Make sure you discuss it with your health provider. Make sure you make, you make educated decision for your own situation, and never ever buy it from the black market, because it can do more harm than good. So just be mindful. Just don't jump into conclusion that this is a magic pill. Just be mindful, be educated, read a lot. It's like the whole internet is hyping about this magic injections. And I'm not, I'm trying to hype on them too, but I'm not promoting anything without your own responsibility and knowledge, and without your own effort. I'm not promoting just to jump on it and do nothing and still have bad habits of drinking or eating bad foods. It's not gonna work. It's only gonna work if you put a certain effort, and if you take it responsibly, like any other medication in your life. You have to be very responsible and discuss it with your doctor, because I'm nobody. I'm not your health provider. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just telling you about my personal journey, and I'm here to share how I feel and how it helps me. And I'm willing to answer any questions you might have, but I'm not here to be your advocate for getting this medication for your own use. It's really, really up to your doctor, and it's really, really up to you. I'm just trying to say that there is hope for obese people, for overweight people to overcome their weight loss difficulties. I just want to say that there is hope, and I believe in science, and I believe in you know, in progress, and I believe in, you know, in modern medicine. But of course, I also believe that there could be an impact on your health. That's why they have lots of warnings, and this is one of 600 medication on FDA, like FDA approved on the American pharmaceutical market, that have a black box warning. So you have to be aware of that. And I'm not trying to kind of, you know, encourage people who have certain condition. Just discuss it with your doctor. Just doesn't jump into a conclusion it might work for you. Make sure you make decisions based on your own health problems, and always approved by your health professional, by the person who takes care of, you know, your health. Okay. I think I have 84 viewers. I wanted to show you something just because I'm losing weight and I'm going on a little getaway with my friends. I'm looking forward. It's going to be on Thursday afternoon. We're going to a nice resort with my friends, my lady friends. It's a mom's getaway. We're taking our 3-day vacation every year to be away from our families, to share, you know, the joys of motherhood, to share without kids and husbands, to share the joys of being women, and just to be, you know, left alone, relax, recharge our batteries. So I wanted to show you a dress I bought for my trip because I love this brand, and I couldn't resist to show you my new dress I'm wearing for one of the nights when we're going to a nice fancy dinner. And this is the dress, and it's a romper because it has little shorts underneath. And this is the first time I can fit in size small. I bought size small. I'm so excited to fit in this dress. So when you lose a couple of pounds, you feel so great about yourself and about your appearance and about your body, that it's so nice to reward yourself with a beautiful piece of clothes. And this dress, again, it's size S and it fits me great, and I'm looking forward to wear it maybe Thursday or Friday night. So this is the dress. And I also bought, because we're going to a fancy resort. Yeah, we're going to be on the beach on Atlantic side. So I needed new sunglasses because I get tired of all of my old sunglasses. So this time I bought myself new sunglasses. So it's a little unpacking. It's a bonus. I didn't see any messages during this live stream. I wish you write me. So I bought Prada sunglasses, and again, I bought them on eBay. They were in really good discount. But how do you check authenticity? When those sunglasses arrived, I could scan everything, and I could find the certificate, and I could find the, you know, all the codes and stuff. So I kind of want to believe they're authentic, but who knows? Even if they're not authentic, they look pretty authentic to me. So and again, see, this is a brand, Luxottica. It's an original brand from Italy. So you can scan this QR code, and by the codes on your sunglasses, you can check. There are special codes like model number and like unique. This is a unique like item number. You can find it, you know, on this special QR code. You can find and see if they're authentic. So it's Prada. Look at this beautiful case. I have 96 people. Please write to me if you can hear me well. Look how beautiful are these sunglasses. They are so well made. I like that um, you know, like, oh, look how pretty they are. Wow. Give me likes, you know. Those handles are pink color, and I love how they like, I think they complement my skin color, and I like how they're not super dark, they're gradient. And this is Prada. Look how good they look, and they have a little gold here, and they have a little gold sign Prada here. Oh my gosh, look, I feel like $1,000,000. I'm ready for my vacation with the ladies, for my mom's getaway, going to the beach and having good time. So I wanted to share this, my new purchases. Yep. Even I told you that I shop less. I shop way less, you know. I don't order anything like every week. Now I only ordered it in 4 weeks. I only ordered 2 items. I usually like, I'm a shopaholic, but not anymore, because this wonderful medication curbs my needs to shop. I only buy a few things and I'm happy with what I have. So how do you like the sunglasses? Do you like them? I hope you do. I have 99 viewers. I hope you can hear me. Nobody wrote me anything, but thank you for listening to my story and my secret. Please follow my journey. Please subscribe. Watch my other videos. Like my videos. Give me any questions or any comments you'd like to share. Stay respectful. Share your stories if you want, and drop me a line if you believe in the miracle drug. If you believe in this Hollywood hype about this wonderful medication, semaglutide, and if you have any experience with it, don't be afraid to share. No judgment. It's going to be judging-free zone. Even if it didn't work for you, even if you had like really bad side effects, please don't be afraid to share your story. I think it's beneficial to listen to a lot of opinions, because it's still new. It still might, you know, down the road it might cause some other risks of taking it. But you know, for now, I'm very happy, and I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna suggest that everyone should take it, but I'm gonna just, again, I'm gonna just emphasize that for people who are desperate with their weight loss, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is, don't be desperate, just find the right doctor, the right, you know, the right time, and just know that there is a tool for you, and maybe a little, you know, help for people who are really desperate to lose weight. Thank you, thank you. Keep watching, keep, you know, keep supporting my channel. I'm really grateful for everyone who came to this live stream. I'm really grateful to all the viewers who are gonna watch this live stream later, recorded live stream. And just, you know, love your family. Try to say good things to your fathers today. Happy Father's Day. Try to spend more quality time with your family. Remember that all your emotions are valid. Go see a movie, Inside Out 2. Do something meaningful with your family. Cook good food. Take good care of yourself. I love you all. Thank you for being with me this live stream. Love you all. Good night. Have a good work week. Bye-bye. Love you all. Kate B. Like and subscribe. Love you all. Love you.